two. You can look at me. All right, so this is great for me because my college football watching days, of course, still to this day, there was a running back tandem that came along at Auburn. And man, they meant the world to me. And I got one half of that. Ronnie Brown is in the building. How you doing, Ronnie?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes. So for you, man, just you're a football lifer. You're always around football. But for you growing up, who were some of your favorite football players?
My favorite player growing up was Deion Sanders. But the favorite running back, Barry Sanders,
Oh, wow. Okay.
hands down. And just the things that he was able to do. But even beyond that, just his personality. You saw when he scored a touchdown. You got a lot of coaches that act like you've been there before. He
Uh-huh.
was, a great example of that, right? Like he'd make 100 people miss. Some guys he might make miss twice in the same play, get across the end zone, hand the ball back. So Deion Sanders and Barry Sanders was.
I like that. I like that. So if I never watched football, right, and I came up to you and said, Ronnie, I need you to do this for me. I need 4 running backs on your Mount Rushmore.
Ooh.
It's on the spot. I got you.
It's tough, and it always changes for me, right? So
Okay.
Barry's gonna be up there.
Okay.
Probably Herschel Walker,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Gale Sayers,
Okay.
Jim Brown.
That's the yeah. You can't beat that, man. People don't realize how good Herschel, especially at Georgia.
Yeah.
When we talk about all-time running backs, like man, he's up there. Now back to this thing with
And Herschel
Auburn.
and Bo, I kind of interchange
Oh.
those two.
Oh yeah. There you go. Auburn. That's big. But back to the Auburn thing, man, because I felt like you could have went anywhere, right, and been the guy. But you shared time with a guy like Cal, like y'all were great together.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that time and just how that was? And y'all both was successful, obviously. You got drafted pretty high to go to Miami, and you did your thing, Pro Bowl, of course. Can you talk about that time at Auburn, though?
Yeah, I mean, I think healthy competition is good in anything, right? Like we had a mutual respect for one another because I knew what I was going to get out of him. But then it's the old saying, iron sharpens iron. And so I knew I had to be my best because he was going to always be his best, but it also forced me to evolve my game, like being able to develop as a pass blocker, a pass catcher, understanding offenses a little bit more, understanding the game a little bit more. It forced me to grow as a player. And so I think that's what actually may have helped me. Had I gone to a situation where I was the starting back, may not have been pushed as much, I may not have gotten the opportunities of being drafted where I was. And so I think that was actually one of the positives that came out of that.
I love it. I love it. So for me, especially with this NFL the way it is now with the NFL, the running back position seems to be making I won't say a comeback because I felt like it never went away. I just felt like philosophies changed. But now we're seeing the Final Four teams running is a big thing. Even the teams that got eliminated, where you had Derrick Henry, who changed the outlook of a team.
Right.
For you as a running back, seeing that the running back now is seemingly now it seems like it's important again in the NFL. You see what Saquon has done for that team. We got Brian Robinson over in Washington, James Cook in Buffalo, of course, Pacheco in Kansas City. When you look at these running backs, how for you as a running back and part of that alumni to see that the running back position is now finally getting this due respect that we need running backs in the NFL for a team to be successful.
Right. I mean, it's as a running back alumni or alumnus, you look at it and understanding the game, right? Like this is the ultimate team sport. And so balance is key. I don't care, how good Patrick Mahomes is, he's still what Pacheco's been able to do. It's taken some pressure off of him, right? Like when he's not in, you saw that it got a little harder. The young guy that was back up played really well. But it's balanced, right? You look at across the league, the teams that win. Like you look at what the game last week, Buffalo, right? Like you look at that weather. You ideally can't throw the football like that. So if you don't have a balanced offense, you don't have a running threat, a running attack, it makes you one-dimensional. And so for me, I always have been an advocate for the running backs. And that's probably even since Marshawn Lynch, right? When he didn't get the ball on the goal line. But
that's crazy.
When you look at that, I just understand the importance of that. Even for running back, having a great quarterback, it adds value to you because it takes guys out of the box. But also having a running threat, it just makes teams and defenses have to stay honest. And so when you look at Saquon Barkley, you look at Jahmyr Gibbs, look at James Cook, you look at Alvin Kamara, like they make everybody's job easier. And so if you don't have a good running back, it makes you one-dimensional. And it's not a lot of Patrick Mahomes and, Lamar Jacksons and, Josh Allen. Like it's not a lot of those type guys out there that can make a play for you whenever you need it. Like, for the most part, everybody's kind of in a pile outside of those guys. They're on a different level. That's why they're up for the MVP. But when you look at the other group of people, quarterbacks, you need the balance of the running back. And ideally, I would always say you want to find somebody who's multifaceted when you get that position, that can catch out of the backfield, can run between the tackles, who's efficient.
I love it. 2 more questions, man. So speaking of like this time of running backs, I got to ask you, man, you've been a running back, a part of that alumni. The play that happened this year was Saquon, the back was hurdled.
I never seen nothing like it.
Can you just describe when you saw that as a running back? Because, like, man, we seen Barry do the jukes. I've seen guys, Zeke doing his hurdles. I've seen stiff arms. I've seen all kind of Earl Campbell running over a whole team. Yeah. But I've never seen anybody hurdle backwards. What did you think when you saw that?
This guy's special. And I think we all knew that. Obviously, how he got limited in New York. The best thing for him was getting out of there and getting a fresh new start, for people to see who he really was, right? And the talent that he really possessed. I think when I look at him, for some reason, I think of he and Bijan Robinson, right? I think Bijan has the opportunity to be, that explosive and be able to do things like that. Now, the situation has to be great, but for him to be able to hurdle someone and have the awareness to do that with his back turned, like you said, it's special. And guys possess special talents. Barry with the jukes, Herschel running through people's chests, Derrick Henry with the stiff arm. It's different things that people offer, but that's something that we hadn't seen, right? Like, we've seen guys stiff arm, we've seen guys run over guys, the physicality of the position, but for him to have that, and it's coming off of a move of making somebody miss, you get caught with your back turned, and then you jump over somebody. That was, it was a significant play for the year, but it also made the respect of the running back position and the awareness of the importance of that role. I think he brought a lot of attention to it.
Love it, love it. So if you could build a perfect running back, I'm going to give you 3 categories to choose from. And let's say we go to a laboratory, we can build the perfect running back somehow. I need the look, which means size, everything, the look. We're going to use elusiveness and speed together.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use, you give me one trait that a running back should have.
I think
power,
lateral movement.
Okay.
So when I look at it, physique-wise, you look at Derrick Henry.
The linebacker playing right there.
That's the eye test, right? You get off the bus, that's the guy you want people to say, okay, that's their running back. From an elusiveness standpoint and smooth, I like Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
When I put the speed with it, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Power,
it's a lot, yeah.
Saquon. I think stop, and I think he's always falling forward. So that would be my ideal running back.
I love it, love it. So just want to let everybody know, Ronnie, you're obviously around the football scene, but tell everybody what you got going right now, man, because I know a lot of fans would love to know what you got going.
Yeah, man. So, I've been blessed to be an athlete. I'm a football player through and through. I love the game and I love the sport, the competitive part of it. It's awarded me so many opportunities. So now I'm in a phase of life where I want to give back. And so, I've transitioned since my career. I work in wealth management. The goal is to educate and empower these young guys about the importance of financial education, financial literacy, the importance of knowing that this game does end, and seeing the quality of life afterwards, because you put a lot of work in, a lot of time in, you want to have something to show for it. So it's really important to educate yourself, understand, learn, gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about, the nature of business. And there is a side of being a professional to this outside of the sports part, and being able to manage those things just as well as you do between the lines. And so happy to be in this role and being able to, give back.
Well, we'll definitely be sure to tag all that information here, Ronnie. I swear to you, the world is a weird thing, man. I saw a video of you on YouTube, literally yesterday, and then I see you in person. It's like the world works in a weird way. Thank you for what you have done in the football world, not only just on but off the field. Thank you as a fan of the sport for what you have done to be impressive on my football watching eyes. Thank you for everything so much, man. Appreciate you, brother.
No, I appreciate it.
Thank you. That's it.